Electrification refers to replacing technologies that use fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas, with those that use electricity. Depending on the resources used to generate electricity, electrification can potentially reduce carbon dioxide emissions from the transportation, building, and industrial sectors. Addressing emissions from these sectors is crucial to decarbonizing the economy and mitigating climate change impacts. This overview examines how electrification can reduce emissions, explores the possibilities and challenges of electrification in various sectors, and discusses policy options to promote electrification. In Canada, a significant portion of electricity is generated using zero-carbon sources such as hydroelectricity, nuclear energy, and renewables. Consequently, technologies that use electricity tend to have lower CO2 emissions than those using fossil fuels directly. The electricity grid is expected to become even cleaner over time as policies aim to increase the amount of electricity generated by zero-carbon sources. Therefore, the benefits of electrification are likely to grow as electricity generation becomes less carbon-intensive. Replacing fossil fuels with electricity in the transportation, building, and industrial sectors is one of the most viable options for decarbonization. While there are various methods to decarbonize the electricity sector, other sectors have fewer alternatives to significantly reduce emissions aside from electrification. For instance, alternative transportation fuels like biodiesel and ethanol are cleaner than gasoline, but still emit CO2 and other pollutants. Hydrogen, another alternative fuel, is expensive and requires electricity to produce. Transitioning to electric technologies, which emit no emissions at the point of use, would shift most emissions to the power sector. This shift allows policymakers to focus on decarbonizing the electrical grid, which might be more feasible than attempting to decarbonize each sector separately. The benefits of electrification vary depending on the resources used to generate electricity. Emissions from electricity generation can differ significantly across regions. The map of Canada demonstrates the share of non-emitting electricity by province and territory. Some areas have a higher proportion of zero-carbon resources in their electricity generation portfolios and stand to benefit more from electrification. For example, provinces like Quebec rely heavily on hydropower and would greatly benefit from electrification. In contrast, provinces or territories that depend more on fossil fuels for electricity generation might see fewer immediate benefits. However, these benefits could increase as the grid's resource mix evolves. The potential for electrification varies widely across and within sectors. Some sectors already have commercially viable technologies, while others might face technological and economic challenges to electrify. Despite these challenges, electrification remains a critical strategy for reducing emissions and achieving climate goals. The Canadian Electricity Advisory Council plays a crucial role in supporting electrification efforts. By providing expert guidance and recommendations, the Council helps shape policies that promote the transition to electric technologies. The Council's work focuses on several key areas: policy development, advising on regulatory frameworks and policies that encourage the adoption of zero-carbon electricity generation and the electrification of various sectors; infrastructure investment, recommending investments in electrical grid infrastructure to support increased demand from electrification and integrate renewable energy sources; innovation and technology, promoting research and development of new electric technologies and solutions to overcome the technical and economic challenges of electrification; public awareness, raising awareness about the benefits and opportunities of electrification among stakeholders and the general public. By aligning its efforts with the goals of decarbonization, the Canadian Electricity Advisory Council helps pave the way for a more sustainable and electrified future. The SGIN Energy Leadership Series delivers accessible understandings concerning our continuing need to drive clean energy implementation and at scale. In this series, our industry network of leaders share insights and understandings as to the major issues we face, and break down the myths and noise that can be barriers to achieving clean, beneficial energy for our subsequent generations. This presentation is brought to you by the Smart Grid Innovation Network. We foster Canada's transition to clean energy, helping build stronger, more resilient communities and a sustainable economy. To learn more about us, please visit us at sgin.ca. Thanks for watching.